cryptos are falling. Stocks are falling after the market closed. We have Microsoft that was up 4% after they announced earnings. Now they're down 1%. A lot of other tech companies doing the same thing. And now Bitcoin is down under 23,000, down near 22,500. We're going to give a quick update for why this is happening and whether it's healthy or whether it's some cause for concern. And I'm not going to keep you here too long, but I was just sitting there eating my dinner. I had seen Microsoft had earnings and they beat expectations on earnings per share. They were up 4%. A lot of other tech companies were doing well. And then all of a sudden I get done with dinner, get done cleaning dishes, and Microsoft is negative 1% after hours, basically giving up all their gains. So I want to explain why this is. And because it is also affecting a lot of other stocks, I think it's worth talking about. Now, there is a link to Moomoo underneath the channel, underneath the video, in case you want some free stocks. It does help out the channel, or Webull if you want to try out either of those. It does help out the channel, and I have used both of them before. I like both of them, so definitely check those out. Now, we got news. Microsoft is offering lackluster guidance, says new business growth slowed in December. The management called for $50.5 billion to $51.5 billion in revenue for next quarter, and analysts were expecting about $52.43 billion. They also took a $1.2 billion charge for eliminating employees, revising hardware, and consolidating leases. Now, they said that they saw a drop-off in new business at the end of 2022 in Windows and Office areas, and they also have a slow growth rate right now. This last quarter was only a 2% year-over-year growth, which is the slowest rate since 2016. So obviously, a lot of people didn't like to hear that. We fell right back down to lower than we were all day long. Now, I think that this is somewhat expected. Going into recession, less companies will spend, and Azure is still growing 31%, but new hardware is going down. A lot of people are laying off employees. This might actually help the market because it might cause the Fed to have to turn a little bit if a lot of companies come out with subpar guidance, which I think is pretty obvious that a lot of companies won't be expecting massive growth, especially in such a tightening environment. And you have to remember, too, that just because a company announces earnings and they beat or they miss, that's not necessarily great for the company. It's just better or worse than what analysts were expecting, and they're human, too. So we have to look at the companies overall. They're still growing at a time where the economy is not great. So I think that is a positive, but you don't really know how bad this economy is going to get and how bad stock earnings are going to get. Now, I'm still fine with this. I think that this is pretty much to be expected, and the fact is they're pretty much at the same point that they were all day long. Now, around the same time, Bitcoin fell down as well. Bitcoin fell down to $22,480 and moved kind of quickly. We went from 23,000 down, and we're still in the same range we have been. I mean, if we went under 22,300, I think that would be a little bit more cause for concern, but we also have made some great runs recently. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little bit of a pullback. I'm okay with a little bit of consolidation, a little bit of correction after we have made this big move, and we're just trading sideways. I think this is healthy overall and just gives us more time to consolidate before making the next move. But if the stock market falls down, obviously crypto is going to fall down as well. Now, Bitcoin fell down, but it actually gained dominance during this time. Dominance actually went from 44.28 to about 44.9, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 0.7% on the Bitcoin dominance is a pretty big move in a very short period of time. We're talking a little bit of time, like an hour. So while Bitcoin fell down 1.6%, a lot of other cryptos were down 5%. Like Ethereum went well under 1,600. BNB was holding pretty steady, but XRP fell 5%, Cardano 6%, Dogecoin 6%, Solana 7%. A lot of other cryptocurrencies falling. Now, today I talked about being bullish on crypto, but I also talked about a crypto that I want to get into over the next couple weeks or months that I've been holding off on. And there's a specific reason I've been holding off on it. And part of that reason is Bitcoin dominance. And I said, if you want to see that video, if you want to know the crypto and you want to know when I'm going to get into it, you can check out the Patreon because I made it a Patreon exclusive. But overall, Bitcoin dominance does typically trend higher in a bear market. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Bitcoin dominance continue to go up, whether we're moving down or moving up overall in the crypto market. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Let me know if you are buying Microsoft or if you're buying anything else, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.